Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday and we're gonna go ahead and get started with our evening shift. I did actually dash this morning. I got out and then I realized that I left my camera battery on the charger and also the SIM card in my computer. So I'm gonna just tell you what we did this morning and then we will start for our afternoon shift. Okay, so my first order this morning was Blue Door Deli, 2.4 miles for $9.25. So I like ran out the door. And I got there and it ended up being $15.25, but the base pay was $5.25, which I was surprised to see a base pay that high. I've not seen anything that high ever. And then after that, I took a Jersey Mike's order. 3.9 miles for $5.25. Not great, but again, trying not to get my acceptance rate too low so that when I go next week to try to get 70% for Top Dasher, I am not taking every single order. That ended up being $5.25, and then I took $5.75 from the Blue Door Deli to another home about 5 miles away. Again, not great, but that did put me back up to the area that I like to hang out in, so it kind of brought me back there. And then that actually ended up being $5.75, and then after that I took another order, except I don't know where because it doesn't say, for $7. And I think this was a double order, so the second ended up being $11.19, which was showing as $6.25. And then I did another double order for $12. One ended up being $7, the other ended up being $7. So for the morning, I had my best morning shift ever with Doordash today. Usually Sundays are busy, but today was very steady and it lasted a lot longer. Usually around 12:30 or 1 it kind of slows down a little bit. That's just when a lot of people get out of church and they're kind of going to get lunch themselves. But I ended up making $58.44 so far. We do have a challenge bonus again today, 11 orders for $11. I believe that we have completed 6, I think so. As soon as I log in, I will go ahead and tell you. I still have a few minutes before my dash starts. I have to run and actually grab my dog some food. So I'm gonna do that really quick and then I'll let you guys know when we get our first order. So I have to tell you what just happened. I got a double order, except when it finally popped up on my screen, it only showed one order for $10, maybe 5 miles away, 4 miles away. I was like, heck yeah. I accepted it. It ended up being a double order. Okay, so one order said that it was going to the same shopping center as the Jersey Mike's. They were both Jersey Mike's orders. So I picked it up, of course, because I thought it was only one and then it was 2. And the Jersey Mike's order said that it was being delivered to the same shopping center, but with a different suite number. So I looked and all the suite numbers have letters, and the suite number that they gave was numbers. So I was like, wait a minute. So I reached out to the customer. It took forever. They didn't respond until I contacted customer support. Then finally they're like, I don't know what address you have, but that's not my address. And so I had to contact support. When they gave me their actual address, it was about, well, they have me going south and this address was going north. So the difference between the two is at least 15, potentially 20 minutes amongst them. And with that second order, after I accepted those, it stacked another order for me. So I had 3 orders, which is the first time that's ever happened. So I was like, no, I can't take this order. And they were like, well, can you take it back to the merchant? And I was like, yeah, I did. I'm still here because they said that they were in the same shopping center, but they're not. So I dropped it back off. I told the merchant what happened and that someone else would come and pick it up. So it took literally forever for them to like get it situated. They ended up unassigning it for me, so I'm sure that that's gonna affect my completion rate. And they said that I would get half pay, so I think maybe $2.50. So better than nothing, but it was seriously stressful and it took so long. I just wanted to unassign it like on my own, but it wouldn't let me, which I thought was kind of weird. Maybe because I had picked up the order. I'm not sure, but oh my gosh, that was like the first time that that's ever happened to me, and it was so stressful, so annoying. And my other person's food was, well, I mean, it was a sub from Jersey Mike, so I don't know that it could get cold, but still super kind of annoying. I don't know how you don't know your address, but anyways, we're finished with that. We're gonna go on to the next one. I'll let you know what we get when I accept one. Okay, so I just picked up another order. It is for Ming Fu. We are going 5.5 miles for $9.75. So we're gonna go ahead and get this dropped off. It is actually a handed to customer, which is my second one this evening. We're on our third order. That first two double order got us $10.50, so I went ahead and took this one for $9.75, and let's get it dropped off. Okay, so I just picked up a Papa John's order. You know, of course it wasn't ready. I waited about 8 minutes. They're super busy, a bunch of people walking in and out, but I got it and we're gonna go ahead and drop it off. I think it was 4 miles for $5.25, so not great, not really worth it, but we're gonna do it anyway, so let's go. Okay, so I just picked up my next order. I got it as soon as I pulled out of my last order that I delivered for Papa John's. And so this is East Coast wings. It is, well, we're 2 miles. I think it was maybe 4 miles for $7.25. We are on $1 peak pay right now. So after that last order, I'm gonna update you guys. I did a couple things. I picked up a Dollar General order, $8.75, 6 miles. It was pretty much just from the neighborhood I was in to Dollar General and back. Get there, and they don't have the Gatorade Zero, so I had to text the customer, substitute it out. It was fine. Total was $8.75. Then I just picked up a McDonald's order. It was 4.2 miles for $8.25. I went ahead and picked it up because it's kind of late and the line is not usually long at McDonald's at this time. Get there, milkshake machine is broke. So I reach out to the customer to see if he wants something else other than the vanilla shake, and no response, no response. I waited about 8 minutes. I went ahead and picked up the rest of the food, just went on my way. While I was on my way, he texted me and said no. So I had to call support, let them know, but it took forever to be on the phone with support. And now I just picked up another order. It's like, when should I just stop and just call it a day? This is a Ming Fu order, 4.9 miles for $10.25. I wasn't gonna take it, I was just gonna call it a night, but they sent this to me 3 times in a row. It's not terrible, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But I was just gonna go home. So we'll see how this goes, and I'll let you guys know if we get anything else this evening. So I did just go ahead and drop off that Ming Fu order. It actually ended up being $11. I did come back to the area where I hang out at, just because we have $2 peak pay that started at 8, and then we still have the $1 peak pay that started before that ends at 8:30. So it's $3 extra for every order. So I'm hoping I'll get something close before 8:30. If I don't, I'll let you guys know the numbers, and if I do, I'll let you guys know. Alrighty, I did get another order. It is East Coast wings, and it's going a little over 4 miles, 4.4 miles I think, and $9.25. So we are gonna go ahead and knock it out. Alright, so we went ahead and finished up that last dash. I did go ahead and end our dash for the evening. We finished the evening shift, 3 hours and 25 minutes of active time, 4 hours 58 minutes of dash time for 79.25. So not spectacular. I felt like it was a rough time getting to that number. We did 10 deliveries. We did get the $11 streak, or the $11 challenge bonus in addition to that. And then for lunch we did 58.44, and that brings our daily total to 148.69, which is pretty good. And that brings us to my highest week ever, so that is super awesome. This next week I'm going to keep working on my on my acceptance rate. That way we can hopefully get top dasher next month. We'll see. Right now our acceptance rate is at 34%, so it's low. Usually my acceptance rate's around 20%, so obviously I've taken a lot more things than I normally would just so that I don't have to take every order, but I might. We'll see as we get a little bit closer to the end of next week and Thanksgiving, and we'll see how that goes. Anyways, that's it. We're gonna wrap it up, and I will see you guys again later.